Hey guys, Jaybird here. We're jumping right back into the Divide. I've done a little bit of stuff here, kind of just threw a board over here because I figured, if the blinds are down there, you shouldn't be able to hop through it. So I also extended the clip. Nothing really major. Added another wall here because it looked weird. But yeah, just kind of did really nothing. Trying to keep all my stuff that I end up doing to in-game, or in video, sorry. Notice that this needs to be natural, which probably is why this is messed up over here, because I can light map it to make it look a bit better, but if I go natural, then it looks better here. I don't know, we'll figure that out later. What I kind of want to do right now is work on this sidewalk a bit. So we have all this curving stuff going on here. I'm just going to bring this back to 2, and then I'm going to select and flip this on the x-axis and then invert it by clicking Control I, and then that way I can just throw this to the other side. I guess we're probably going to have it come this way. The only issue is the road's got to get fixed a little bit now, because we got kind of 2 roads. This one's going to be like a side road with like a stop sign there. This will be more the main road. So why don't we get this going off, I don't know, this direction. We kind of play with the layout as we go. Yeah, I'd say that's okay. So we'll have like a stop sign there and everything. But since this is a curved road, we're gonna have to curve it a bit more to make it look a bit even. Alright. Might actually have to do 2 in here to make it about the same. There we go, that's looking a bit smoother, although what's going on there? Oops, what am I hitting? I'm hitting things. Okay, so we got that. We're just gonna work on getting the sidewalk to go down there. So I believe that's all lined up with this. Should be all good. We're just going to drag this over to here. Oops, didn't mean to deselect that. And that's another thing I'm going to have to do. Snap all that to the grid. I at least need to snap that one to the grid. Just trying to make sure that I get all the loops in there correctly, so that when I move it, it's not leaving anything behind, which it looks like it's still doing that. Oops, wait a second. Huh, I missed the gravel there. We'll have to add that in after. There we go. Yeah, there's the gravel, whatever. That's not a big deal, I can always add that after. Okay, so we'll grab this. I'm gonna have to extend the skybox and everything too. So I think I'm gonna start off by just putting this right on this corner here. Snap that one to the grid. I'm so confused why that's not creating. What the heck? I must have two things selected or something. That. Actually, I want to do this bottom one. And this bottom one. Is that everything? Good. Yeah, I got so many like vertices there that it's hard to tell which ones will create loops. Okay, so this part of the road needs to be snapped to the grid as well. So all of these, and this one. So we'll just go and select all that. Bring it right to there and snap this to the grid. Something. But yeah, so basically, if we can get the base road and sidewalks kind of laid out, then I can kind of add in the buildings and whatnot after. One issue is the dirt's not over top of the road, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Gotta drag it up enough that hatch goes above. That. And remember, I'll just fix the textures afterwards. I know it kind of looks like garbage right now. Alright, and that one, and snap it to the grid. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. So it's basically the same idea as what I was doing before, where I'm just kind of, I drag it out from one end to the other, and I just keep adding loops and kind of like lining them up. It's kind of the way I like doing terrain. There's actually been a couple people asking about the advanced terrain tool. The one if you click Y, you get this advanced patch editing options. I don't really use that, to be honest. I don't find the need in it. Okay, how are we doing there? We got all those lined up. What I'm actually thinking is splitting this right here, so I can just kind of see how this one's going. Come on, select the dirt. That doesn't look too bad. We got that kind of going on there. This one should be natural. Okay. Just realized this one's not natural. Close enough. Actually, no, it's not. There we go. And for some reason it takes it off in natural when I do that. That's weird. I don't know. Anyways, let's move on to this one. One of the issues I actually see here is that, oops, I'm off the grid. There we go. Okay, there we are. Snap that one to the grid. So then I'm going to select this one here, and then create another loop, and one at the back as well. So we get the whole thing. And so there's only 2 in this section. Snap that to the grid. Same idea here. So it's a lot of repetition here, but you know, you just get a groove going and then eventually it turns out good. But I'm kind of curious of how you guys are doing with your maps now. You probably have had about a good month or so to work on these now. It's a lot more time consuming than you might think. Alright, that's coming along. Bit of a really sharp corner there, but you know, oh well. Done here. There's one more to go. Alright, so now we just gotta fix up the textures a bit. That road texture's got to be fixed as well. You can see it's stretching. Alright, so we got that sidewalk heading that way. Eventually we'll have to do this side as well. What I kind of want to do next is maybe start doing an actual wall here. So I'm thinking, like, you know how this one kind of curves up a bit more, and you could kind of walk on here. I just realized that rock is floating there. That's not good. I think it's because it's hitting the water and it thinks that's a surface. But yeah, so what I'm thinking is having this more of an exact wall that comes right down into the water. So I'll show you what I mean in a second here. I'm off the grid again. Probably good like that. And obviously this looks too flat, so I'll add pillars and stuff like that, like I did to the other side. And then I'm going to blend some dirt or mud going up the wall as well. But this will basically, I might add like a, I'm thinking like kind of a cutout part with a, I don't know, maybe some sort of ladder way to get up there, or staircase or something. Maybe even like a little dock area there. Who knows? The other thing that I was thinking is maybe having a dam further downstream. You can see water flowing into it, because I need to have the river have distinct endpoints, because you know, you gotta stop at some point there. Can't just have it go on forever. The other thing is, if you're swimming up here, this doesn't look like it's a barrier, so I might actually have to pull this netting up as well. Something like that. I figured, just to save time and whatnot, I'm probably going to do a lot of the clipping stuff off screen, because it's realistically, it's just clipping. Like, you know, I did a bit of it last video, or not in the video, but after the video. Like, I clipped this thing off, I clipped this. You know, I'm just creating brushes to cover the models so that the players can't just pass through them. I did kind of a weird looking clip there, clipped the bookshelf, the window there. But yeah, just kind of like fill in the clips and stuff like that. I figured I'll do that off screen, because, you know, this will go a lot quicker, the mapping stuff, because I'm sure you guys want to play the map more than anything, right? So I figure if I can do anything to kind of make the process go a bit faster, then I'm sure you guys would probably appreciate that. Okay, so I'm just gonna reuse my pillars. We got all this mud stuff to deal with, so come on, select it. There we go. I'm just thinking I kind of want the wall to kind of just go right under the bridge, so this might be a bit too high for what I'm thinking. Although I could have railings and stuff like that, higher wall, and it could curve back down under it. I don't know. I'll figure something out of what I'd like to do. The other thing is it's a pretty sharp curve coming up this, so why don't we do that? Oh right, I gotta be careful what I do here because it's gonna affect our blending that we did earlier around the base of that. Okay. So now I gotta pull everything down because I just messed up the ground. This really does not want to select that. Weird that it's not selecting the loop there. I just want to blend some dirt down the slope. And then I'm probably going to do the same thing with this, a patch. Faces terrain, and then I'm gonna go and just kind of drag this down a bit. So we'll select our other mud that we've been using. Wherever it is. Probably just kind of copy and paste a bunch of this over as well. Make it kind of like fill it in. Okay. What I'm going to do is drag it up, snap it down. I just realized I got some on the surface there, that's not good. And there's this one over here. Accidents happen. thinking of selecting a few of these and making them smaller, so it doesn't look too thick in here. Okay, I'm trying to deselect that one. I keep reselecting a different one. Let's see. Scale 0.75. Oh, 0.5. It's pretty cool. Select all of that. Just trying to see if I'm lined up there or not. Or at least roughly lined up. Let's say that's close. I think right here I'm going to have my little cutout planned thing that I have. So I'm going to about there. Actually, let's not cut it there just yet. Right in between two pillars. And I'm going to select this one, and about here I'm going to drag this back. Now I gotta play around with the terrain here. Basically, what I'm going to do is just going to have this wall kind of come up to where the pillars come up to. And then this will be like a cutout area where you can kind of just get out of the water. So I figure on both sides of the bridge we'll have one entry and kind of a way to climb out, and then we'll have the other slope come up right here, and then probably another way to get out over there. And then that way, we want ways to get across the river really quickly, so if you get in the river, you probably want to get out really quick as well. Okay, that goes right up to the edge of our support, so we'll go and do that. Got a perfect 45-degree angle going there. And then what I'm going to do is copy paste and rotate this guy. Edge tool, clicking E, and drag this corner up to here. So this is going to overhang the wall a bit. How much is it overhanging here? should be an overhang of about 7 units there. Alright, so we're just going to blend some stuff on there. Let's see if we got a ladder model. I know you probably won't use the ladder, but you never know. It's not too bad. What's with this one? That does not suit what I'm going for, but it looks kind of neat. See, this is supposed to be like a thing where it's like blocking off the ladder. I like the red look, but I don't think I'm gonna get that, unfortunately. We had that red one right here. I could put it there and then it'd just be clipped off. You can't actually climb it. But you'll be able to boost jump up anyway, so not like it really matters. Although, this one I can put the loop on the top. The only issue is it's too big. I think that'll be okay. And I can put some railings along the top as well. Gonna, oh wait, we did something weird here, didn't we? 45 degree. Good thing I'm not slanting this side. So I should be able to just cut this. How thick was that cut though? Just 1 unit. Realized all of these should probably be cut the same. We'll rotate that and somewhere like that. get my bearings there. Kind of lost where I was in the 2D grid. Go. That's looking pretty neat. I think I'm going to start blending some stuff now. So we'll go patch, terrain, faces terrain. Just going to kind of join things together here. Probably put some cracks on the wall too. So why don't we? Huh. That's odd. It won't connect for some reason. Well. Oh. What the heck is going on there? I'm gonna have to redo this one. I have no idea what happened there. Oh, it's because this is slanted. Why did this one not mess up? Anyways. There we go. Natural. Alright, now we're in business. Just add some loops everywhere. Oh, I can't add one there either. Or there? What the heck? This patch is broken too. Lovely how the patches aren't working right now. It's because of that weird sharp edge that I had there. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to stick with the dirt. I'm not even going to bother with the cracks. Why don't we just... This will make it a lot easier. We'll go patch. Faces terrain. I'm just going to go from the bottom. Select everything. Drag it up. stuff. I don't know, maybe we should just go with our dirt. Actually, we'll have the seeping texture from the bottom, and the dirt will be right here. Oh, it's like slants upwards, what the heck? Alright, we'll go back to our dirt. Natural. And I'm going to just turn that down. Base is probably too much as well, so I'll turn that down a bit. Make non-colliding. I can actually get rid of all of this because we're going to do our own blending there. Changing my mind like crazy right now. Copy and paste a couple of these models because, like I said before, it's good to reuse models. Coming along. So we got that kind of slanted sort of thing going on here, or like the cutout part. So I'm gonna clip this with like a metal texture, or a metal clip, I should say. There we go. It's looking pretty good. We're getting a bit of a river looking now. Underwater looks good. Above water is looking good. I'm actually starting to like this. We'll have to do some more stuff on the walls and whatnot. Actually, we could probably do a patch of graffiti or something, so I'll pick a different graffiti. I'll just copy and paste this thing over the volume decal that I did off screen last time when I lost my recording. So we'll bring this down here. We'll rotate it slightly. The guy who would have spray painted this on must have gone for a little swim. Textures, fit texture. I just realized my ladder doesn't even look centered. Seconds here. There we go, now we're centered. Alright. We could also probably have another one of these on this side. Huh, my rock's coming through. What the heck, that rock is just out of nowhere. Go ahead and copy all this stuff. Oop, I didn't misselect any of that. Oh, okay, well, I guess I'll have to do the bevel again. Anyways, we can just copy paste and rotate this to the other side. And I'm going to have this one actually up in the air slightly, so it's yeah, like that. And let's make sure that this is right on the wall. So what I wanted to do here was actually just select the hatch in the corner, but everything was in the way while I wanted to do that. We could also select the effect while we're at it. Copy paste, rotate that, and drag it over. Where'd it go? That's right on the wall. Where am I? Off the grid a bit there, so we'll have to snap that. Oop. Actually, you know what? I'm going to come off the grid and try to move it on manually. So right to there. Snap that, go back onto the grid. And I'm just going to hide this for a second. Hide that. We could try to find a splash effect as well. Okay, effects browser, water. Let's look for any of this splash stuff down here. Oh boy, computer's like lagging out there for a second. We need more of like a water ripple effect. Thinking I could probably just scale this up. Why do I have so many of this splash? Oh. This one. Oh, whoops, that was the wrong one I was selecting. Okay, let's go about 150. Actually, we don't want that puddle, because we're going to be putting this right on the water. So we'll get rid of puddle. Actually, let's make it 3 times the size. 60. 60. 24. 26, 96, 60, 60, 24. Where am I? Okay. I don't even know if that's really even doing anything. I don't even see it. Or maybe I'm just blind. I can sort of see it right here. It's just so faint. Oh, it didn't even copy and paste. I'll just kind of put a few around it then. And then I could probably grab some bubbles or something like that. I had some down here. Yeah, it's better than nothing, I guess. It'd be nice if I could ripple the water actually right there. Speaking of which, the water's probably going to ripple up onto this. But we're coming up to the end of our video here, so I think I'm going to jump out and compile, so I'll talk to you guys in a second. Alright guys, so it took me a little bit to get into game because I realized I had a bit of an error, which was I accidentally placed an effect that had no effect in it, so that actually gave me an error, so it took me a while to find it. But anyways, don't think we did too much with the building over here, did we? I think we just focused on the sidewalk here, so we got this kind of going on now, which is nice. Going off into the distance. And then I did kind of want to show you like what I kind of did here. Like you can break the glass here, but you can't jump through because you got the board in the way. I can't jump through that, but once I break that, I can jump through. Alright, so that's kind of what I decided to go with there. We got the wood there. And everything up here is clipped, which is all good. Although I don't think I clipped the dumpster, although I got a terrain patch on it, so yeah, I'll have to clip that eventually. But basically we got a whole bunch of stuff underwater now. It almost looks like way too much model spam if you ask me. I'll have to play around with that a bit more, but the idea is to have a little spot to hop up here. You could probably hide in here, which is kind of nice. I just realized this was the thing I was talking about before. If I splash the water, I might be able to get it so it rises over top. doesn't look like it, which is actually good because it looked kind of glitchy if it did. But anyways, we can hop up here. Everything's all good. We got our little water spouting out at the top there. And so basically this wall, you'll be able to hop. Well, actually I might have a railing so that it might be a bit too high to jump up onto out of the water. Because in that way, it forces you to have to come over to this area to jump up. And then also, I'm going to have the wall come all the way over to the bridge. And then this is going to be clipped off, obviously. But we got our netting up here as well. So yeah, it's all good. I hope you guys enjoyed this part in the Divide. We'll be jumping into probably starting to head over into continuing our wall off, probably finishing up all the way up to there, and maybe moving out into this direction. I kind of like the way that the layout was going here. Still trying to think of what I want to do over in that area, so if you guys have any suggestions on what you want to have in the map, don't forget to leave it in the comments below. So I'll talk to you guys later. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. See ya.